no score after one on EA Sports.
Here we go. Hey,
Action. It's Burrow. Eluding the press. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Looking to throw. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And again, that's Hurst. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And a short gain here down to the 22. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. The last time everything looked pretty good except that. Final play on the pick 6, and now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. And he is going to have the Bengals. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pick.
Still valiantly searching for the so-called book. Is what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned. He's coming for you.
Now Burrow. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they should have already said punt it. Punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
They'll run it with P-Ride. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down in midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From midfield now, Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Burrow looking to pass. And that one complete once again to Higgins. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Burrow on play action. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 33. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0. Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the third quarter. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run again with Pirine. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. A little juke. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Pirine will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, it took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this 3rd quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, here's Pirine. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They go play action with Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a man scramble to get to it for the first down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Inside handoff to Mixon.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Gun. Can.
Now Burrow. Pass complete. Hurst.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Mixon with a first down carry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Mixing up the middle. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
11.
Here's Burrow.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Dobbins with it. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Throwing. Jackson.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Cincinnati.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This pass complete to Higgins. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Here's a give to Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Samaje Perine taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown from PrymeGGTyme's. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Jackson to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick,
but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Gun. Right, 80. 11, Tommy. Check 52,
A handoff to Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Joe Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll begin by running the option. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
He's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They go play action with Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
Back to Mixon on second down.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now they go play action now. Burrow sliding out of the pocket. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action. It's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
He'll get this out to his running back, Pryme. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
To the air again, Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And they are going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That one complete to Crochet.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. And Jackson throwing once more. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his 1st drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
That's into the hands of Crochet.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their 1st possession of this 2nd half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. They'll roll him out right. And he's got Hurst as tight end.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a solid run down inside the 30.
Ryan again on second down.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Here's Ryan.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They'll go again here with Evans.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Chris Evans,
a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. Jackson.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go play action with Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
Now a carry for Ryan.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
12 more yards. yards there and another first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now Pirine. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
You know, when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Here we go with Burrow.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Washington Commanders.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Cleveland Browns. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in riding high. Just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. The Browns at 7-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Now, this defense for the Commanders, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd down, it's Wright. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, it's Wright. And some space here.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Javonte Williams with career touchdown number 70. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
They'll hand it off now. Williams.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And some room to run now.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll run it with Williams.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The busy night continues for Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Again, that's Watkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On first down, Sexton. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
He'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland, past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be second down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So here are the Browns to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sexton. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on second down. Sexton dancing to his left. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Sexton. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Williams again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Off the bootleg. Sexton steps away. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. That's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Edwards. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 2nd rush rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Now, final touchdown, Richter to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets it to Strong. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw.
Looking Strong's way again, and he's got it.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Sexton. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun. Sexton. This is caught. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Williams is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll set up a throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They try to set up the screen. Ooh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's second down.
They'll look to throw again.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
As As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Off the bootleg. Sexton. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Sexton. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
He'll get this off to Swift. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Swift with career touchdown number 60. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw slim, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Looking to throw. Sexton. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Sexton. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Sexton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 4th down, Sexton. Touchdown, Browns. Quez Watkins halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for Cleveland, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
today. It's Madden NFL football. It's week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cincinnati Bengals taking...
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
So now, 52 blue.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick.